Welcome to the Your Next Move podcast with me, Kimberly B. Cummings. This is going to be a quick episode today because I want y'all to get it together for your career in 2022. So we are going to run down everything that I want you to work on. So the first thing I want you to do is review your performance appraisals for last year and this year. Two of the most popular episodes of this podcast is a two-part where we're talking about preparing for your performance appraisal process. That's generally happening between October and December of this year, or even early 2022. And you definitely want to look at your mid-year as well. These are really popular because you need to know what your baseline is to determine where you'd like to go. We don't want you to develop your 2022 career goals just out of thin air, hoping that something will happen that you haven't created a baseline for. We need to understand exactly where you are so we can start building out milestones to get where you would like. Next, I need you to determine what you want to accomplish in 2022. Is this the year where it's time for you to get a promotion? Is this the year where you need to cultivate key relationships? Is this the year where you need to get on that high-profile project? What needs to happen this year to move the needle? What's important for you to learn and what's important for you to accomplish? This is crucial when you're talking about a plan. If you've read my book, Next Move, Best Move, Transitioning into a Career You'll Love, the entire book is bringing you through a process to create a 2-year career strategy because building your career, creating your goals is your responsibility. Next, I want you to think about relationships. This is probably my favorite chapter in the book. It's called Relationships Are Everything. And I break down the 4 key relationships that you need to build. You need peers, teachers, mentors, and sponsors. To recap quickly, your peers are the people who you work with every single day. You're probably collaborating on projects with them. They're probably also at the same level as you. Your teachers, and sometimes I call them coaches, these are the folks who literally are teaching you how to do a skill. They're coaching you to create behavioral change in the workplace or help you develop a skill in a safe environment. Your mentors are the folks who've been there, done that. They're helping you kind of coach you a little bit throughout your process. Maybe not as tangible as a teacher or a coach, but they're really your support system. And last but not least is my personal favorite, your sponsors. These are the folks who pick you up from where you are and bring you to where you rightfully belong. These are senior stakeholders, and if they don't have influence, they cannot be a sponsor. Many people want to say that, oh, my mentor is my sponsor, or my sponsor is my mentor. It doesn't always work that way. Your sponsor may not have time to mentor you, but they have the power to put you in that new role at the drop of a hat. Your mentor has that time to talk to you on a regular basis, but if they're not influential in the organization, they really can't be your sponsor. Next up, if we know where you want to go, we know the relationships that you'd like to build, it's time to build out your quarterly milestones. What do you need to be working on in each quarter of the year? We need clear markers to know if you're on track. Career development is that we don't think about it like any other plan. We just kind of hope things are going to happen, that things are going to hit the way we want them to hit just because we put it out into the universe. You have to give yourself some accountability and understand where should you be in March, in June, in October, etc. And the milestones could be something as simple as maybe you need to attend an event. You need to participate in a leadership development program. You want to finish up a certification, schedule meetings with a mentor, or even getting assigned to a high-profile project to set you up for a promotion by the end of 2022. Once we have those milestones, we need to track your success. We need to track your wins. We talk about this in those performance appraisal podcasts because it's really hard to even go through the performance appraisal process if you don't have wins to track. You can't be out here just saying, I was doing my job. You should know that I'm ready for a new job. You need to be able to sell yourself and sell the experience and the value and the impact that you brought to that company throughout the entire year. It is not your manager's job, to remember all of the things you did throughout the year. That is your job. Create a list of all of your successes and use this information to inspire yourself and remind you of how great you are, and also share so that you can position yourself for your next big career move. Next up, if you listen to our episode with Mr. Timothy Gray on workplace wellness, you need to create a wellness routine. This could be a season of hustle or a season of rest, which is a topic we've also talked about in the podcast. But you need to prioritize your wellness as well. And I'm honestly also probably speaking to myself because sometimes I don't prioritize my own wellness when I'm hustling. But you need to do better than me. So I want you to think about how you can prioritize this. How can you integrate wellness to make sure that you don't burn yourself out throughout this year? Or maybe Q4 of 2021 was rough. So Q1 of 2022, you're really going to dig back into yourself. Maybe you need to find a therapist to prioritize your mental health. You need to think about massage therapy to heal some of those body aches you have from sitting at the computer all day long. Maybe you need to work on your nutrition so you can have more energy. What are the things that you need to make sure that you thrive? We want to also include this as part of your plan. This may be a little non-traditional, but it is so important. You have to take care of yourself so that you are able to power through 2022 and achieve those goals. The biggest thing that I want you to think about is being intentional. Career moves, making your next move your best move, does not happen without intention. Many times as a high achieving professional, you can find yourself stumbling into your next role because you're great. Let's just call a thing a thing. You're listening to this podcast. You're great. You care about your job. You have a great skill set. And if you don't necessarily like your job, you're listening because you probably want to get into a new job. But when you're a high achieving professional, when you're high performing, when you are a Jack or Jill of all trades sometimes, we don't want you to be a master of none. And we also don't want people just to pluck you into new opportunities. I've seen it far too many times when you are highly skilled, someone will offer you a job because they know that you can do the job. It may not be the job you want. Maybe they'll give you a salary you're interested in. So you kind of bob and weave and go into these different jobs because they've been presented to you, not because you are excited about it. I want you to have intention in 2022 and take control so you can do a job that is aligned with your core values, your skills, your strengths, and your interests versus just being in another job. We can all have a job, but not all of us can have a career. I created my Next Move, Best Move Accelerator just for this. So if you need assistance, not so shameless plug, you should definitely apply to my Accelerator program, which helps you put together a 2-year career strategy to achieve your goals while also giving you that much needed leadership development. We talk about everything from workplace communication styles, creating and presenting strategic ideas, getting clear on your skills. We have career assessments. It really brings you through what you need to catapult your career to the next level over the span of 4 months with me serving as your career and leadership development coach and all types of curriculum and modules and exercises to support you. So if you're interested, I'm sure there will be a link below if you're on YouTube, or you can swipe up wherever you listen to podcasts and you'll see it in the show notes. But I want you to make sure that you are planning for your career in the same way that you plan for everything else. Set the intention, create the plan, and then I need you to work that plan. As always, you must believe in yourself and your vision for 2022. And when you do this, you will manifest the life you desire. Thank you so much, y'all, and I look forward to talking to you very soon.
I think, too, when it comes to these conversations, you're doing that person a favor, right? You are doing them a service. And I think expect for resistance, right? Expect for there to be naysayers. Expect for people to push back.
Yes.
Think about who your audience is.